the biggest winners and losers in 2021 inside of the UFC. Now, there's been a lot of big winners, a lot of big losers in the UFC recently, but we're going to look at the 5 biggest losers as well as the 5 biggest winners in 2021. The first one we're going to go on to is going to be in the welterweight division, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. He's by far one of the biggest losers in 2021. If you look at his Tapology page as of right now, he is on a current 2-fight losing streak, losing to Bilal Muhammad as well as Gilbert Burns by unanimous decision. That pretty much sums up his entire UFC 2021 career. If you look at the UFC rankings right now, before that he did beat Geoff Neal and then Vicente Luque, but that was 2020 and 2019. 2021, 0-2. Just a horrible 2021 for Stephen Wonderboy Thompson in terms of his UFC career. So that one is personally my number 5 in the worst 2021s right there, because it was an absolute god-awful 2021 for Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. For the number 5 winner of 2021, we're going to go on to Juliana Pena, and she had an absolutely amazing 2021. You look right here, oh my god, the champion of the women's bantamweight division, Juliana Pena. Some crazy stuff right there. I mean, Juliana Pena beat Amanda Nunes. Yeah, before that she did lose to Germaine Ranamy in 2021, but the win over Amanda Nunes and the win over Sarah McMahon as well, that overrides all of that. I mean, the win over Nunes, it is just absolutely insane. That alone puts her as one of the biggest winners in 2021 by far. So yeah, I'm definitely putting her on the list. Then we go to the losers. Tony Ferguson is going to be at the number 4 placement. The reason is he had a horrible 2021. If you look right here, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. Now, you can kind of move that into 2020 as well, because that last fight against Charles Oliveira was right at the end of 2021. But in 2021, he got absolutely dominated by Beneil Dariush. Before that, losing to Gaethje and losing to Oliveira. The reason he is on the list is not for how many fights he's lost in 2021. It's just the loss of Beneil Dariush kind of proves that he's not going to be fighting for the belt anytime soon. Before that, he lost to Gaethje, the number 1 contender, and Charles Oliveira, the champion. Those are decent losses. I mean, he lost to very legit guys. Then he lost to Beneil Dariush. That was kind of the end of thinking of Tony Ferguson as a legit fighter in the lightweight division, and that is why I have him as one of the biggest losers in the UFC right now in 2021. So Tony, I mean, those 3 losses, just absolutely horrendous. So he's going to be at number 4 for the biggest loser of 2021. For the winner, we got Alexander Volkanovski, one of the biggest winners of 2021. If you look right here, the featherweight division, Alexander Volkanovski has had an absolutely amazing 2021. Now, he's not a very active fighter. He fought in 2019 towards the end. Then he fought in 2020 towards the middle there against Max Holloway. Then he fought Brian Ortega towards the end right there. So Volkanovski is not a very active guy in the featherweight division, but in 2021, he secured that placement as being the best featherweight in the world, and that is a really big win. Beating Holloway twice in 2019 and 20, and then beating Jose Aldo as well. Those are very legit wins, but now to go out there in the featherweight division and beat, let's see right here, the number 1 and number 2 contenders in 2021 and 2022, that makes him one of the biggest winners of 2021, in my opinion. After that one, we go on to the biggest losers in Weili Zhang. Not too good look for Weili Zhang as of right now. You look at the women's strawweight division. We'll find one of the rankings. As of right now, the 2021 for Weili Zhang, it's been absolute god-awful. She got knocked out towards the beginning of the year on the Usman versus Masvidal 2 card. Got knocked out in the very first round. Then she lost a very close split decision after that. Just not a good way to end off the year. I mean, 2021 was not the year for Weili Zhang. Before that, I mean, she was on a crazy win streak from going from 2014 all the way to 2020 with a perfect 21-0 record. Then she lost to Namajunas twice, both in 2021. Very self-explanatory. It was a very bad year, of course, for Weili Zhang in 2021. So the number 3 biggest loser in 2021 goes Weili Zhang. For the number 3 winner, we're going to go Brandon Moreno. Now, he did get the draw with Davis and Figueiredo, but that one doesn't really matter. I mean, he went out there and became a champion in the flyweight division. You look right here, in 2021, he's only had one win. That third round submission win over Davis and Figueiredo, that was his only fight in 2021, but he did have a fight towards the end of 2022, got a draw with Davis and Figueiredo, but that win right there over Figueiredo in 2021, it showed so many things right there. From beating Michael Perez, Kai Kara-France, Jussier Formiga, Brandon Royval, Davis and Figueiredo, getting a draw with Askarov and a draw with Figueiredo. The man, he's come from a lot. He lost 2 fights to Pantoja, Sergio Pettis, Pantoja again, from getting cut from the UFC for a while there, and then coming back in the UFC after an LFA fight and then fighting Askarov. This man has had an absolutely amazing 2021. From getting cut from the UFC to UFC champion in the flyweight division in such a dominant fashion, I'm definitely putting him on the list for biggest winners of 2021. For biggest losers, we got Cody Garbrandt, of course. I mean, the year for Cody Garbrandt has been absolute garbage. I mean, you look right here, who's the common opponent that Cody Garbrandt has had? I mean, it's been a horrible 2021 for him right now. I mean, his last fight against Kai Kara-France, he got knocked out very, very easily in that very first round. His chin looked horrible in that flyweight division, and he just didn't look too good in the Rob Font fight as well. So 2 losses in 2021, went 0-2, getting knocked out really badly and getting absolutely dominated by Rob Font. So that is very self-explanatory for an absolute horrible 2021. For one of the biggest winners, it's going to be Khamzat Chimaev. His 2021 didn't have a lot of fights in it. If you look right here for the welterweight division, Khamzat Chimaev, he didn't have the most fights in 2021. He did have the Jinglian Lee fight right there, where he did win by first round rear naked. Then he beat Jack Hermanson in a wrestling fight. Those 2 matches right there, I mean, they secured his place in the welterweight top 15 and even in the welterweight top 10. Now, he's not exactly in the top 10 just yet, but he should be. He should definitely be above Michael Chiesa, obviously, in my opinion, but definitely one of the biggest winners in 2021, because now people are talking about him fighting Kamaru Usman. For you even to be at number 11 in the UFC rankings and to be compared to Kamaru, and some people even have you beating Kamaru, that is an amazing 2021 for Kamaru Usman. After that, we go to the biggest loser. The number 1 biggest loser is, of course, going to be Conor McGregor. Losing to Dustin Poirier twice. That's a horrible 2021. You look right here in the UFC lightweight division, we got Conor McGregor in 2021 getting knocked out twice. I mean, he got knocked out by Poirier in the second round, and that was a legit knockout loss. Then they had the trilogy, and Poirier dominated. He took him down, just ground and pounded the heck out of Conor McGregor. Then the broken ankle situation. It was a horrible 2021. Of course, we're going to have Conor McGregor at number 1 in that spot. Just 1,000%. He's going to be at number 1, just 100% right there. After that one, we have the last guy, the biggest winner of 2021 in Kamaru Usman. And it's very obvious. I mean, Kamaru's had an absolutely amazing 2021, going out there with 3 straight wins, beating Gilbert Burns right there by TKO, knocking out Jorge Masvidal in the greatest knockout in the welterweight division of the year, I would say. I mean, if you look at all the welterweight fights in 2021, he has the best knockout of all of them, in my opinion. Getting that decision win over Colby Covington, I mean, come on, dude. This man's 2021 was absolutely elite, absolutely crazy wins there. So, of course, we're going to have Usman at number 1 there as well. So, those are my top 5 winners and losers of 2021. For the winners, I got Kamaru Usman, I got Khamzat Chimaev, I got Brandon Moreno, Alexander Volkanovski, and Juliana Pena. For the losers, I got Conor McGregor, Cody Garbrandt, Weili Zhang, Tony Ferguson, and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. If you guys like this new style video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and all that good stuff. We'll see you in the next video. Let's go.